Yo, what's happening, guys? What's happening? What's going on? What y'all doing? Happy Fri-yay. What's going on? What's going on, yo? Let me get this thing on here real quick. Pull this bad boy down here real fast. We good? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Here, let me just put this out here real quick, you guys. Happy Fri-yay. I'm being an asshole today. No, I do not give a flying fuck about Julie. Don't care. Don't care about her court date with BJ or Craigie. Don't give a fuck. Not interested in hearing about it. Don't give a fuck. Do not support it. Don't stand behind it. Don't stand with it. Don't want no parts in it. Don't give a fuck about it. Please don't bring it over here. Don't bring it in my chats. I do not care. Okay? I don't know how. I can't make it any more clear. If he was going after Julie, if he was talking shit to Julie, if he was threatening Julie, that'd be a different story. He doesn't really speak on Julie. He don't go live about Julie. He doesn't talk about Julie. He's not David. He's not anywhere fucking close, in my opinion. So, I don't care. Don't care to hear about it. Don't care. That being said, we are going to start a. Yeah, it is. It's a big fucking game, and she's bent over backwards licking ass, and I can't do this. I'm not. I can't support the bullshit. I'm not. If there was something behind it, yeah, maybe I'd support that, but I don't. There ain't shit behind this, in my opinion. This is a fucking big ass pick me stunt. That's just me keeping it 100. I can't be any more real than I'm being right now with you. So, with that said, I don't give a fuck about it. Don't support it. Don't care. Don't give a fuck. Thank God I've been not caring about Julie since she came up on these streets. Well, we tried to give her the benefit of the doubt several times, and I'm over that. I'm fucking over that. So I won't be participating in that fucking in that bullshit. Don't stand with it. Don't stand behind it. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. Let's see though here. We do have some interesting stuff to talk about though, other than BJ and Julie's bullshit. We are going to start talking about this new case though, because it's kind of interesting to me, and we've never really seen one like it, to be honest. So we covered Beej last night. She fell asleep. Nothing new there. There ain't nothing new in the Beej world. And like I said, she went live for 12 minutes and fell asleep for 11 and a half of them. So there's no new updates there. She's still pregnant. She's still being a loser. Ain't nothing new. Reality's got her little boyfriend troll. Astro. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Get you some. Go ahead, girl. Get you some, baby. Get you some. But my brain is hungry for other content. So with that being said, I'm tired of going over Beach, and I have to move on to something else. And Ashley Flynn is a case out of Ohio. She was a substitute teacher who was murdered in her home while her children and husband were there and not touched. Not even a little bit. Her husband was on American Idol, and it's kind of crazy how this even happened. Actually, 2 days after she died or was murdered, her profile picture on Facebook and I believe Instagram changed. So Plunder is about the only person I've seen who has covered any of it. She's about the only one that I've seen speak on it. So at this point in time, we will play her YouTube, or put her YouTube on. Let me see here. So she has the dispatch audio and everything because you know how Plunder is. She does the deep dives, like the extra deep dives. So Miss Plunder did an amazing job on this. And we're going to jump right into it because this is the most information I found on it. And this case just had, this literally just happened. 20 minutes from your house, Davis fam. Girl, I'm coming up that way, baby. Count me in, bitch. We're going to breakfast. Here I come.
Alrighty, we've got a lot of weird dispatch audio to listen to, or at least a few snippets. But before that, I don't think I've ever seen this happen before in all my years of researching true crime. I'm researching this case out of Ohio, Tip City, Ohio, Ashley Flynn. Now, not only did her profile photo change 3 days ago on Valentine's Day, as it were, right?
Bro, keep that in mind. Her fucking profile changed. On her profile picture, he changed her profile picture February 14th, okay? February 14th. I love Plunder. She gets a little, out there sometimes a little bit, but not like too far out there, but you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes she goes a little far, I think. Hold on. She got all that money. She can afford all the mots. Girl, listen. Davis fam, come on over. You're always welcome. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. I'll definitely come see you. I know, Kimberly. She does a really good job. Hold on. When you coming to see your sisters in the South? Beach trip for summer? I know, Biddy. I know. I need to get down that way. Listen, we're going to do a round trip of this summertime. I'm going to do a round trip. I'm going to go see everybody. I'm going to start off. I'm going to leave here, and I'm going to go straight to Cali to my besties. Then once I see Cappy, she's my best friend. I got to meet her first. Because guess what? I got a girl that's my moderator who lives 45 minutes away from me. And I haven't even met her yet. You guys, we need to get on a meet and greet. Fuck. The meet and greet express. I mean, I'm sure there's not a lot that want to meet me, but that's okay. A couple of you girls do. All right, come on. Let's roll with this crazy shit.
Before her murder, unfortunately, it just changed. Her Instagram profile photo just changed, and it went private while I'm researching it today, Wednesday, February 18th.
2 days ago, y'all. 2 days ago, she was looking this up, and it goes private while she's looking it up. This woman is murdered. She's dead. Who the fuck is playing in her profiles? Who is doing this?
Very, very sad case. We're going to go over some weirdness, but I don't think I've ever had this happen. First, let me give you a snippet of what's going on here. Now, according to this crime radar dispatch audio, it must have the wrong time on it. It's saying February 15th, 2026 at 11:31 p.m.
Tip 303-311, copy on a burglary.
No.
Going to be at 9-2 Cunningham Court. Someone broke into the RP's house. Unknown if they're still there. Garage door is open. RP and juvenile daughter are locked in a bedroom.
But according to police, this happened at 2:31 a.m.
So the call comes in at 1:31 a.m. You're an hour and a half from Tip City? Oh, wow, girl. I might see you. I might see you. This is probably the first case. If I ever go see one, this would be the first one I go see. Well, I do want to go to John Benet Ramsey house. I did go there one time already, but it was years ago before I really was like, I mean, I've always been into the John Benet Ramsey case because I've always had a certain outlook on who I think it is. That was the first case I ever got involved in, was like, oh my God. This little girl was murdered and they don't have any, they've never, you know what I mean? They still, to this day, have never arrested anybody for it. This happened in a cul-de-sac. So there's, it's like a big circle with like 3 or 4 houses. And they said the reporting party was locked in the bedroom. You mean to tell me you're her husband and you took off and ran to a fucking bedroom and locked yourself in while someone's in your house killing your wife? You gotta be fucking joking me right now.
Must be 3 hours behind. I mean, we should both be in Eastern time zone, so I don't know what's going on here. But it's this burglary.
311 copy on a burglary.
It's saying tip 303, 311, copy on a burglary. He's going to say, go ahead.
Right.
Going to be at 92 Cunningham Court.
Now, they redacted, of course, the address, but it's at Cunningham Court. It's a cul-de-sac. That's another thing that's playing into this strange crime and what's going on.
Someone broke into the RP's house.
Someone broke into the reporting party's house. We can only assume the reporting party is Caleb Flynn. He's husband to Ashley Flynn. Unfortunately, she's the homicide victim, only 37 years old. But we don't know a lot because we don't have Caleb, if he's the one who made the 911 call. We don't have his audio. Police won't give up much at this point. So we have to hunt down police dispatch.
Unknown if they're still there. Garage door.
Unknown if they're still there. He's going to say garage door is open. Don't worry, we'll listen to this again.
Is open. RP and juvenile daughter are locked in a bedroom.
RP and juvenile daughter are locked in a bedroom. They're saying the garage door is open. This is out of Tip City, Ohio. I guess it's kind of outside of Columbus, I want to say. It's strange. So I've been researching and researching. Reportedly, this happened. Someone broke into this couple's home, this family's home, this lovely family's home. They're seemingly a nice, good Christian family. I have to say from the onset, this case does look weird. But by me making this video, I'm not calling anyone a suspect. I've got to make that clear. I'm not into ruining lives or pointing fingers. We don't know what happened. And until police give us more, all we have to do is go by what we can find out. So that's why I was researching Ashley Flynn's Facebook profile and her...
Checking her Facebook profile and her Instagram. So, I don't know. Let me see here. Doodle mama, this happened where I live. We are all shocked and heartbroken. So I have to ask, are they a couple that, I mean, like, are they well known in their city? Are they like active in the community? They said she's a volleyball coach. Her daughter is in my son's class. Oh no. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh no. So has he been arrested then? Because there's an article that says he was arrested yesterday, or well, late last night. Yeah, that's an incredibly small world we just happened upon, yeah, isn't it? And so damn, we have a lot of neighbors here. Maybe we should call them. Maybe we should all meet for a lunch one day. Yeah, shit. Hold on. She was a substitute teacher, used to be a full-time teacher, and was the volleyball coach. They were very active in their church as well. Yeah, see, I read that. I seen all that. But okay, so was the husband arrested then or no? Because it says that he was in the article. If you look up something was signed giving Meta the ability to use people's profiles after they die, even interacting with people. Are you serious? Yeah, he was arrested last night. That's what it says. It said he was arrested last night. This was the day after she did this. And she's like, I don't want to say it was him, but...
Instagram, and I've never seen this happen. Of course, I've seen, if there's mass shooters or something and they have a manifesto, of course I see their stuff disappear. But I don't often see the victim of a violent crime, their profile photo change while I'm in the middle of grabbing photos. I'm like, who's messing with Ashley's Instagram? Why did it just go private? Okay, let me explain what I'm talking about here. Ashley Flynn this mom, wife, she has 2 daughters with her husband. We'll go through what I found out about when they got married. We'll do a nice little timeline. I just have to get this out first. Okay, if you click on her Facebook profile, you can see that she changed it. She updated it Saturday, Valentine's Day. You know, you can think back to what you were just doing on Saturday. It says 8:44 p.m. Eastern Time, 37-year-old Ashley Flynn. She changed this photo. I don't know what it was before. Some people say it was a photo of her kids or something. She changed it, if it was truly her that changed it, to a photo of Ashley kissing her husband, Caleb Flynn. Alrighty, nothing so strange about that. Unfortunately, less than 2 days later, less than 48 hours later, it would be in the early morning hours, technically, of Monday, February 16th. She would die mysteriously. We'll go through the dispatch exact times and everything we can hear to try and put the pieces together.
Going to be in Cunningham Court. Someone broke into the RP's house. Unknown if they're still there. Garage door is open.
Okay, with this being said, okay, hold on. Do y'all think that he hired somebody, or do you think he did this? Because now that he's been arrested, we can obviously, you know. I mean, this literally just happened. This is so fresh. It just happened. And I know there's people out here that are tired of hearing about BJ that would love to hear about something different. So, those of y'all that want to hear about something different, come hang out. Doodle Mom says she was also a substitute for my other son recently. He said she was very nice. I never met her, but this is a very small town, so it hits very close to home. I'm sorry to hear about that, Doodle Mom. I'm sorry to hear about that. Wow. Yeah, Chaz, this is a new case. Who was arrested, Petty? They said her husband was. They said that her husband was. You think he did it for sure? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Do you think he did it, or do you think he hired someone to do it? Because it says that the reporting party is in the back bedroom or whatever with their child. Hold on. Yes. These things don't happen in Tip City, guys. It's a small town. Like, okay, that's what I'm hearing. Like, it's super small. They said she lived in a cul-de-sac. I'm like, oh my God, you got to be joking me right now. Yes, the husband did it, in my opinion. Yeah, and like I said, we can always talk about Beach later, but this is something new that just happened, and it's like sparking my interest like right now. You know what I mean? Like, I want to talk about this right now.
RP and juvenile daughter are locked in a bedroom. Just a correction.
RP, reporting person, and their daughter are locked in a bedroom right now. So I don't understand how they're locked in a fucking bedroom when he supposedly did this. So did he hire somebody to do it? Did he do it himself and run into the bedroom? How the fuck did this go down? You know what I mean?
And the juveniles are going to be in their own rooms asleep currently.
There's other juveniles.
There was apparently a female shot in the head. Is not responding currently.
Dispatch to Tip City Medic 31.
Good. Business.
We have officers arriving on scene. They're requesting that you stage at the Upper Room Church.
You're clear. We'll be staging at the church.
She changed her Facebook photo to that photo of her kissing her husband. Maybe she did it. Maybe she was feeling romantic. I love my husband. We're going to go over a lot of her tweets talking about loving her husband. Okay, that I don't necessarily find so strange. What I find strange is now, today, Wednesday, February 18th, I found her Twitter page. It was obviously really old. You know, she's talking about, you know, having baby fever and then having her baby. Her last Twitter post might have been from 2014 or whatever. But, you know, she references her Instagram on Twitter. So that's how I found her Instagram profile. And I can show you, I'll put it on the screen. Thank God I got screenshots. You know, I'm sure I probably followed her on Instagram. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Initially, I don't know the order of this. But I got all these screenshots of, you know, she's bragging about her husband, how much she loves him, how much she loves being married. You know, she sounds like the shades of a newlywed. They had only been married a couple of years at that point. I could see the photo, the profile photo on that. When I blow this up, it might be hard to see, but you can tell from her profile photo, it's just her and her husband. She's like wearing a white tank top, kind of leaning on him. Thank God I got screenshots of that, so I know I'm not crazy. So that's what her Instagram previously.
And you know what caught me off guard? I watched One Tree Hill. I loved One Tree Hill. I used to watch it all the time. So hold on. This just came up in my feed because obviously we're tapping into it now. So everything's showing up. But check this out.
We're learning tonight that Caleb Flynn, the husband of 37-year-old Ashley Flynn, has been arrested and charged in connection to her death. I'm Jenna-Lee Borick, and we've been following this story all week. Here's what we know about this development.
Tip City Police Chief Gregory Atkins is calling this case complex, but says investigators had enough evidence for a probable cause to charge Ashley's husband with murder. Caleb is officially being charged with 1 count of homicide, 2 counts of felonious assault, and 2 counts of tampering with evidence. Ashley was shot and killed in her home early Monday morning, and her 2 children were in the home but weren't injured. Multiple agencies, including the FBI, Ohio BCI, and Miami County Sheriff's Office, assisted in the investigation, providing various resources. Chief Atkins said in a statement, in part, quote, "As previously stated, the family and community deserve a thorough, professional, and compassionate investigation into this very sensitive matter." Celebration of Life services have been announced for Ashley, which will be this Sunday at 4 p.m. at Christian Life Center in Dayton. I spoke with Lauren Smith, a psychology adjunct instructor from Cedarville University.
And you know what's sad as hell is they lived in a small town. Okay. They live in a small town. Day-to-day life is almost probably the same. It probably goes, you know what I mean? Every day is the same. It's like Groundhog's Day. And all of a sudden, bam, out of nowhere, these kids have the rug pulled out from underneath of them. Their mom's been shot and murdered. Now their dad's been arrested for that murder. They've lost both their parents, and their entire world was flipped upside the fuck down in a matter of... Fuck, man, this just breaks my heart.
About what the Flynn children may be experiencing and how people should support them.
Oftentimes, children are not only mourning the loss of somebody that they love and struggling with that grief, they're also having to make sense of a world that all of a sudden doesn't feel as safe to them. Be present with them, be in the loss with them, let them know that they're not alone and that their community will rally around them.
Since Ashley was a teacher and a volleyball coach, this is hitting many people in the small town of Tip City hard. So I asked Smith how parents should speak to their children about this tragedy.
Each parent is an expert in where their child is at developmentally and what they can handle hearing about the details of this case. Communicating facts honestly, but safely, like figuring out what needs to be shared and what doesn't need to be shared, and having those conversations in a really safe and supportive way.
Smith says find out what resources are available from your child's school to assist both you and them.
I've reached out to the Miami County Prosecutor's Office to find out if there will be a press conference held tomorrow. Scan the QR code on your screen to go to our homepage for more details on this story.
Craziness, man. Craziness.
Looked like. Yes, that's how her Instagram previously looked. I can tell it was from Instagram. Well, all of a sudden, I'm going through her Instagram and I go back and I see all of a sudden this Instagram is private. This account is private. So it happened while I was gathering photos. And that's not so strange, I guess. I mean, that's a little strange, I must admit, when there's a murder victim. And maybe people don't know this, but it's best to, if the investigation is still going on, like Tip City Police told me today, you know, we can't give you anything. This investigation is still going on. We can't give you anything, basically. It's best not for people, their loved ones or whomever, to start monkeying around and changing her Instagram profile photo. I can understand them making it private for sure, because they know, okay, all the reporters are going to be in there looking at her Instagram, putting up all these pictures. But the thing that's strange to me is her Instagram photo, her profile photo, was just an old photo of her and her husband, Caleb. It wasn't like it was a photo of their children. So I'm still sitting here wondering, who is in Ashley's Instagram account changing her profile photo to the same photo that she changed it to on Valentine's Day. I mean, did Ashley tell someone, or did someone say, oh, Ashley really loved this photo of her and Caleb. Let me change it from this old photo she had on Instagram to the newer one? It's just kind of a strange move to me. Of course, that doesn't mean I'm saying anyone in her family or loved ones or friends or anyone is guilty of this crime. I just find it strange. I just find it really odd. Along with the police audio, a lot of people are finding a lot of oddities with this case. So let me break it down. Saturday, Valentine's Day, I don't know what she did, if she celebrated it, whatever. Ashley, I'm assuming it was her, changed her, profile photo to one of her lovingly kissing her husband, Caleb Flynn. And then unfortunately, less than 2 days later, she would be dead, mysteriously with 2 gunshot wounds. I don't know if both of the wounds are in the head. I've heard it's from the head. I haven't gotten any incident reports or anything. But she was well loved in this Tip City, Ohio, like a little cul-de-sac. Ashley's neighbors could see her walking around. She was a substitute teacher, a volleyball coach in Tip City. Apparently, I think she worked for LifeWise. I'm not too familiar with the LifeWise thing. I know it's all related to Christianity somehow. But Ashley and Caleb had 2 elementary age daughters. So indeed, when we look at her Twitter posts from like 2014, we will see when she's talking about, when am I going to have this baby? I think it was their first child, their first daughter. So I'm assuming their daughter is turning maybe 12 this year, and I feel, so sad for them. Now, according to this Dayton Daily News, the FBI is assisting other agencies with, trying to figure out what happened Monday morning. There was this shooting. People are devastated. They're saying, okay, when's the last time a killing like this happened in Tip City? Was it really some stranger? We've heard conflicting reports. Either there was forced entry or there wasn't. You read.
That's the thing in a small town. Either it was forced entry or it wasn't. You're going to have conflicting statements. But she had 2 gunshot wounds. So how the fuck did that happen? Yeah, this literally just happened. She just passed away. She changed her photo Valentine's Day. Today's the 20th, so like 5 days. This is all in a matter of 5 days, y'all. He was arrested last night. Her husband.
Search it and you think you have it down, and then you're like, who knows? That's why we put in public records request, and at least I found some of their marriage information. I can probably put that on Patreon. All this public records, you could find them yourself, or I'll put the links below. But Ashley, 37, she was found dead in her home off of this Cunningham court. Police were called around 2:30, it says, for a reported burglary. First time it's a burglary. And for those who aren't aware, some people hear that word and they automatically think, someone broke in to steal the TV, or someone broke in to steal some cash or jewelry. It's the act of entering a home. That's where you can catch a burglary charge.
Tip 303-311, copy on a burglary. Going to be at 9-2 Cunningham Court. Someone broke into the RP's house, unknown if they're still there. Garage door is open. RP and juvenile daughter are locked in a bedroom.
So that's the first call that came in. I don't know if there was one 911 call, because we only hear the dispatch. We don't know who called. I don't know if it was multiple calls or if things just kind of changed during the same call. I'll let you know the timing that I found. It says results are pending from an autopsy that was performed yesterday, Tuesday.
Yes, Davis fam, I love case coverage. Reminds me of simpler times. Yes, it does. And it tells me where a lot of people are at mentally with the BJ stuff. Tells me a lot.
But Tip City Police Chief Greg Atkins said she was shot twice. Like we heard, the garage was open. Who opened the garage? Did someone somehow get their garage door up? They have these things. There's some kind of thing people can use to open your garage door. I swear I heard mine go up one time. I was in the bathroom. I was taking a bath, and I swear I heard my garage door go up one time. It was weird. And then later, it's like this.
Look, this case is weird as fuck. Here's another news clip that says Tip City reacts to the arrest of the husband in connection to his wife's murder. Apparently, this is like a big deal here because the husband was on American Idol, and they said he would never do such a thing.
Flynn was murdered in her Tip City home, and tonight police announced that they made an arrest in connection to her death.
Police said this evening that Ashley's husband, 39-year-old Caleb Flynn, is in jail and charged in connection with her murder. Caleb Flynn is charged with 1 count of homicide, 2 counts of felonious assault, and 2 counts of tampering with evidence.
37-year-old Ashley Flynn was found dead in her home early Monday morning. Originally, police called it a burglary gone wrong. It was later determined her death was a targeted attack. The whole story has captured the attention of people not only in Tip City, but across the Miami Valley. 2 News reporter Kirsten Reedford was in Tip City tonight and has this developing story.
Yeah, it's viral on TikTok. There's a lot going on with this case already, and it's only been 5 days. I mean, this is crazy. Yeah, he played in a band during church. They were like mega church people, like Christians. They really were into the church scene. That tells me a lot too. Yeah, Hartley, this just happened. This is Plunder that we were listening to, and then this is the news. It's crazy. This is crazy as hell, man.
Jack, Lauren, the community is devastated over tonight's news. People that I spoke with said their main concern now is for the 2 daughters and how they're doing in the aftermath of this.
I'm also heartbroken for the daughters because the daughters didn't just lose a mom. Now they've lost a dad too.
People who knew Ashley and what happened to her are feeling a mix of shock, disappointment, and pain.
It's just
Petty AF, One Tree Hill is a series. It's like it's a TV show. It was a TV show, and I used to watch it all the time. She had the movies or like the books or whatever, like the series sitting on her shelf. Said it caught my attention because I used to watch that too.
sad that Ashley lost her life over something so silly. You know, I don't know the reasoning why, but just shouldn't have happened.
Many of the people that I spoke with tonight are concerned with how the couple's 2 young daughters will be impacted by all of this. To support them, Sarah Kaler has been in touch with those close to the family. She is taking orders for handmade shirts that say "Live like Ashley," and all of the proceeds will go towards the girls. So far, that's over $2,500.
Somebody said to me, you know, we need shirts to spread Ashley's love. Some people have even come to me and asked for different quotes for Ashley to be put on a shirt, which I'm doing as well.
And even for those who didn't know Ashley, they're keeping the family in their thoughts.
I think that's what a lot of us are concerned about, is if their 2 daughters, I believe. Yeah, I'm a mom, so I have a 5-year-old daughter, so that's definitely thought number one, like under everything that's been happening and what's been said and what's been discussed. I hope those babies are okay.
Officials have said they have not yet released the 911 call or the body camera footage, but they will after making the proper redactions. We are still working to find out when Caleb Flynn will be arraigned. Reporting in Tip City, Kirsten Reedford, 2 News.
This leather jacket I had disappeared. And I was like, so that's why I'm not pointing fingers at anyone. So many people are commenting on who they think did it. And I'm not going to be making any thumbnails that say prime suspect, no matter what kind of source, you think you have. I don't want to do that to anyone. A case can look so obvious, but then it can totally go left.
Not Plunder taking a fucking jab. Damn, did you just see that? Plunder took a fucking jab. Damn, Plunder. She put the Guthrie case in there and said, I'm not going to be like other news report. Let me go back and see this real quick. She wasn't messing around. Look at her.
Pointing fingers at anyone. So many people are commenting on who they think did it. And I'm not going to be making any thumbnails that say prime suspect, no matter what kind of source, you think you have. I don't want to do that to anyone.
She said, no matter what kind of source you think you have, I don't want to do that to somebody. And she, damn, okay, Plunder, go ahead. Call him out, Plunder. You tell him. Go ahead, girl. Jeez, man, she ain't messing around, huh? Plunder makes you wonder. Sometimes she does. But taking that jab there. Anyways, though, listen, you guys, Dolly Vision is back at it again in the Guthrie case, and we are definitely going to go check into that, because we need some belly laughs, and that motherfucker will definitely give it to us. Clint Rock, drop a 5 on us, baby. Thank you. And make sure you clip that too.
A case can look so obvious, but then it can totally go left the next second. That's why I'm always just waiting. That's why I haven't really published much about the Nancy Guthrie case, because I know how things can change on a dime. So back to Ashley's case. Chief Adkins of Tip City PD, he's calling this case a complex case. He admitted we're not built as a homicide team. We are built as a public service team. So that's why we need extra manpower. So he's admitting, he sounds humble, he sounds great. He's admitting, look, Tip City isn't like Chicago. You know, we don't have all these homicides and stuff. He didn't say that. That's what my interpretation is. So this Tip City PD has fewer than 25 full-time officers. They're serving this community of about 10,500 residents. Also, the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation, BCI, they responded in the early morning hours following the shooting. That's what Adkins said on Tuesday. I hope we get a presser today or something. Now, Adkins says we have also reached out to Miami County Sheriff's Office. Yes, I guess Tip City is in Miami County. That really confused me about Ohio when I first heard of like Miami of Ohio, this college. And I was like, wait, Miami? Are you talking about Florida? I had no idea that there was any Miami County in Ohio. So the Miami County Sheriff's Office and the Miami County Prosecutor's Office, the Dayton FBI office, they're all being reached out to. I know I put in a FOIA with Miami County Sheriff's Office and they came back telling me, oh, we don't have anything on record about that. And I was like, I thought you guys were assisting. But I know it takes time to get stuff in the system. They have more important things to do, even though if they provide us with things we can show you guys, you know, the husband's 911 call, if he's the one who made it, or, you know, different, whatever, body cam evidence, the public might be able to help figure out, oh, you know, I saw that strange person walking past my camera too, or something. Anyway, hopefully the public can be a resource to them. Investigators are working as swiftly as they can. They're trying to collect all the evidence. They said there have been a lot of tips coming in, video clips from neighbors, and Atkins is encouraging this. So what could it be? Because of course, all these comments and rumors are coming out saying, oh, you know, my grandmother or whomever lives over there, and she has like 20 cameras pointed all around the place, and they didn't catch a soul. So I get it. Sometimes my Ring cameras don't catch everything. You know, they're activated, they're motion activated, but it's so strange. Some motions don't always activate them. Even if it's a person, it's so weird. Like even if it's a person at my door. So we're kind of on a busy street here. That's probably why you can hear the traffic sometimes back there. Like one time in the middle of the night, it was like 3 a.m., whatever, this woman, she slid on the ice into some of our lights and everything out by the curb. So the police, they're knocking on her door in the middle of the night, like, hey, you guys, this woman accidentally, you know, damaged some of your property. Do you want to file a report? My husband are like, oh no, it's fine, whatever. So I went to look back later, like the next day, to see, you know, the accident and the officers coming to our door. None of that detected the motion. It was so strange. It only detected when the tow truck came and then kind of towed her car because she kind of got stuck on the rocks. So I'm saying all this to say we can't make assumptions. People are saying, in Ashley Flynn's case, some of the neighbors are saying, I've got cameras everywhere. It didn't pick up any person, you know, coming in their home or whatever. We don't know. I hope someone picked up evidence of what happened. Chief Adkins says there may be that person out there that has enough that, you know, that's what we needed to help us. Indeed, one person's camera might not have caught anything, but another person's camera could catch all the evidence they need. Maybe the license plate of someone, or, you know, driving around the cul-de-sac. It's pretty obvious if they had their headlights on, I would think, or if someone came in from a different entrance. Why was the garage door open? There's so much. But their neighbors are calling the Flynn family wonderful. They're active neighbors. They've lived in the cul-de-sac, indeed, about 4 or 5 years. And again, Ashley coached the 7th grade girls volleyball team at Tippecanoe, I think that's how you pronounce it, Tippecanoe Middle School. She worked as a substitute teacher for Tip City Schools, where she was also a former teacher. And she also served as a teacher for LifeWise Academy in Tip City. It's a nonprofit that provides Bible-based education to public school students away from campus during school hours. So I know I've seen that. And it talks about, yeah, she was a busy woman here. Her and her husband, Caleb, they were also former staff members of their church. They used to be, I guess, full-time staff maybe with this Christian Life Center in Butler Township. That's where Caleb Flynn worked in the music ministry. So they're not on staff there anymore. At least, you know, they weren't, but they were still active members prior to her.
Okay, check this out, y'all. You guys want to see something crazy? So the church that they just said that they're active parts of, or they were, look at this. This would be that church. So this right here, this is wild to me. Look at this. What? Look at that fucking church. Look how big that is. What in the hellfire? What is happening? Look at this big ass church. What? Oh my. Christian Life Center is what it is. CLC. They just left the church. This is huge. Like, that's a big, huge, yeah, Christian Life Center. Yeah, you want me to make it bigger? Sure, I sure will. Hold on one second. Let me go near here. Matter of fact, I'll save it and we'll zoom in on the shit. Because I'm nosy too, baby. I got you. Look here. Look here. Let's pop this bad boy open. Okay. And guess what else I got? My nosy ass. Somebody just sent me something else too. Yeah, they just left the church. For some reason, they just left the church. Y'all, we got all kinds of shit to talk today. Let's go pull this church picture up because I'm nosy as heck about this. Look at this. You hear Vu snoring? Look at this big dog. Gosh dang, man. Look at that big. That's one hell of a fucking church, baby. Damn. Yeah, they just a church or a resort, right? The mega church. Hallelujah. They make that money. Oh, that holy moly money. Damn, baby. God is good every day to the Christian Life Center. Shoot, I'd be saying that too. God is good every day, baby. I mean, it probably is to them. Honestly, I mean, I don't know if there's a school in there too, baby. This is just a church that somebody put a lot of people put a lot of money into that. I'll tell you that right now. Purple Dragon Shield. Let's see here. $5 super sticker says, catching up on the case as I'm listening. Suspect is a pastor in a cult-like church. My cousin is in the same type of church. I have personal knowledge. Well, supposedly they quit the church. CLC is a cult, especially to women. Now, see, all this is alleged. This is opinions. I don't know. Can't state it as fact, but Queen B, you've got to see the Ernest Angel. Let me see here. Crystal Cathedral. It's beautiful. My grandma went there once for healing. Please send me email me a picture, would you, or a link? Yeah, the parking lot looks full for sure. I mean, look how big this sucker is. That's big. That's huge. Look at them windows. Like, there's the door. Look at this big dog. Is this a part of it? Look at it goes all the way back here. Oh my God. Look, you guys. Look over here. Look at this. Man, listen. Yes, please do. I will give you my email. I want to see it. But look here, you guys, with our nosy asses. Look at this. This is his this is his let's stop this. Hopefully we don't get struck for this, but if we do, then I'll start over new.
Flynn, I'm from Tips.
All right. This is Caleb Flynn, the one that was just arrested for murdering his wife, for the murder of his wife.
My name is Caleb Flynn. I'm from Tip City, Ohio. I auditioned because I'm sure everybody says it, but music is all I know. It's what I live to do, and I love to sing, so that's why I auditioned. Maybe my wife kind of nudged me a little bit too. My first thought when I got my golden ticket.
He said my wife kind of nudged me too. Yeah, I probably should. Watermark this sucker. Oh boy. This is from American Idol. My understanding is they left the church community recently. I'm unsure why. He was very involved in the band. Yeah, he said music is his life. Music is his life. I think I pinned the link, but if I didn't, here it is.
like it. Honestly, all I could do was cover my face because I cried a little bit. I'm kind of a crybaby. I get it from my mom and my dad. But it was honestly just pure joy, excitement. I tried out for American Idol 2 or 3 years ago and I didn't make it. And so to get this was all the more sweeter and all the more.
He got the golden ticket. Betsy the Baker with a $10 super sticker, just showing some love and interaction. Thank you, baby. That means a lot to me. I appreciate that. Even if you stop by just for a second, I appreciate you. Thank you for showing some love, Bitty Bop. Thank you for buzzing by on this Fri-yay afternoon.
Meaningful, so it was awesome. The person that inspires me to be an informer, I guess, would say the Lord. I'm a music pastor, and so that's my job every week is to go up there and to sing and to connect what I do on stage to the congregation. So first and foremost, obviously, is the Lord. Thing that makes me unique, you know, I absolutely love the Lord. I love my wife more than anything. She is very, very pretty. Just, oof, I love her. But, you know, I'm just a normal person.
Loved her so much you murdered her, huh? Allegedly, right? I mean, allegedly. He doesn't look like somebody that would be a murderer, but how does a murderer look? They don't have a look. You know what I mean? Like you can't just say they have a look, right? I mean, yeah. Reminds me of someone. I'm not gonna say who. What year was he on American Idol? I don't know, baby. I'm gonna have to look. Anyone that keeps saying they're normal probably isn't. Well, I mean, shit, I know I'm not normal. Got your badge, baby. What is that they say? We pass a serial killer at least once in our lives. I mean, serial killer, he allegedly only killed his wife that we know of. Shit, unless he was murdering other women we didn't know about. You know what I mean? What in the hell?
Person who absolutely loves to sing more than anything in the world, and I think I have a different sound in my voice. I have something to offer. My favorite past Idol contestant would probably be Carrie Underwood. She's just absolutely incredible. Love her attitude and just her passion for what she does. And I promise you, if my wife dyed her hair blonde, she would look just like her. I'm the next American Idol because, you know, I can honestly say one thing about me is I love to learn. And so if I hear something that I can do differently or do something that make myself better, I'm going to do everything I can to do it. And so if the judges tell me this is what's going to help, I'm going to do it. And I work harder than anybody I know. And so when I want something, I'm going to go after it.
Well, there it is. There it is. Jeez. So that's I mean that gives you a little bit about who he used to be, because that doesn't look like who he is here.
Caleb, you can see his music attributions all over the place, and he even made it onto American Idol. So we'll see those photos. This was in 2013. He has this YouTube video. He's talking about, in one interview, he's like, I love my wife more than anything. She's very, very pretty. I love her. I think that's the interview where...
Okay, 2013. So that makes it, what, 13 years ago? Hellfire. A lot changes in 13 years. Trust me, I know.
Asking him about his wife. I found that funny, the attributes. He's just like, she's very, very pretty. He was talking about his favorite American Idol contestant from years past, and it was Carrie Underwood was his favorite. And then he says about his wife, Ashley, well, if she dyed her hair blonde, she'd look just like Carrie Underwood. You know, I thought it was kind of funny that he went immediately for the physical attributes, but, you know. Anyway, the neighbors knew who the Flynns were, of course, especially, I'm sure, living in a cul-de-sac. You know, people see them walking around with their daughters outside. The family has 2 golden doodles. That's another thing think people are questioning, where were these dogs when this alleged burglar came in? Where did the person enter? How allegedly did this person get to Ashley? I mean, thankfully, they didn't harm anyone else, Caleb or the daughters, but...
So you mean to tell me a person came in the house, murdered Ashley, left the 2 kids and the husband alone. He runs and hides. Hellfire. Who the fuck does that sound like? Goddamn, that reminds me of somebody. Can't put my finger on it, but reminds me of somebody that we've...
It's just weird. Did the golden doodles not hear anything? Are they kind of quiet dogs? I'm trying to remember their temperament. They talk about having a volleyball net set up in the backyard, a basketball hoop along the driveway. They would be tossing the softball outside. Oh, this is cute too. It says at Christmas time, the Flynns made cookies. I did see this photo of Ashley with cookies. They would send the girls to deliver the cookies to their neighbors. It's so cute. I did see Facebook post of like their address being one of the homes you go to if you want to, walk and see the Christmas lights. It's a tight-knit community. They've been having prayer vigils, and this GoFundMe is going up. I'll check it at the end. And people just want the case solved because if you're in the groups or on Facebook, wherever, people are like, okay, can you give us more information, please? We know you guys have to do your investigation, but should we be worried about this burglar at large who's coming into people's homes in the middle of the night and the mom is getting shot dead in the head? So now WDTN reports the chief of police as saying it's a targeted incident at that residence only. There's no information available to us right now that is pointing us to believe that the public's in danger. I don't think it was just, a random act of violence that occurred there, he said. I don't know Ashley's location. Some people are claiming, now this part is conjecture and rumor, some people are claiming Caleb was sleeping on the couch because he wasn't feeling well. I have not confirmed that with police or anybody. I don't know, was Ashley in their bedroom? I'm not sure about that. I think some people are hearing this dispatch and they're getting a little confused.
Tip City Medic 31, Tip City Engine 32, Tip City Car 32, Medical, Priority 1, Trauma, 9, Cunningham Court, Cross Street of Manchester Drive, T34.
You know how initially, and we'll listen to all these 3 again so you can hear it. Initially, it said the reporting party and the juvenile daughter are locked in a bedroom. They ended up changing that.
Tip City Medic 31, Tip City Engine 32, Tip City Car 32, Medical, Priority 1, Trauma, 9, Cunningham Court, Cross Street of Manchester Drive, T34.
So that's one thing. We saw initially the first burglary reported was at 2:31, even though on Crime Radar, for some reason, it says 11:31. I was like, what? And I tried to go find it on other places. I couldn't find the dispatch anywhere else yet. So it must have come in 2:31 exactly. And then you hear that trauma incident 3 minutes later, 2:34 a.m., medical emergency, Cunningham Court. Medical priority 1. That's before they knew Ashley was gone. So could this have possibly happened? The husband, if it was him, call in at 2:31. Oh, there's a burglar in the house. I'm hiding with my daughter in the bedroom. That's going to change though. And then 3 minutes later, was he still on the phone with the dispatch, the operator at 2:34 a.m. when they're putting out this trauma call? Because that's when he found his wife 3 minutes later. And then we have almost an entire hour later, it's 3:27 a.m. It says medical priority 5 illness, and it's at the Cunningham Court.
Tip City Medic 31, Tip City Car 32, Medical, Priority 5, illness, 9, Cunningham Court, Cross Street of Manchester Drive, 327.
Why does it say illness? Who was ill? Did someone realize Ashley was gone, and did it make a family member ill from, how people can freak out?
Yeah, allegedly this was 2:30 in the morning. No, Monkey Mar, morning. Yeah, it's crazy shit. So do you think he shot her and then went in and hid and called? Do you think he called and then shot her? Do you think he shot her, called, and then went back in and shot her again? What do y'all think? This shit's fucking wild to me.
Of course, it's such a traumatic time. We'll go through that dispatch again. But before we do that, let's go back to their history. I found that they were married in 2010. So according to Miami County court records, Caleb Carl Flynn, he's going to turn 40 this year. But back then, he was only 24 years old when he married Ashley, August 6th, 2010. So I find that can be common. Some people get married pretty young. That means they would have celebrated 16 years of marriage this year. But Caleb, in May this year, he will turn 40. Now, back then, they're listing he had no previous marriages. They list his address where at the time, I guess he used to live in Troy, Ohio. They're listing his mom and dad. He was born apparently in Fri-yay, Minnesota. Fri-yay, I guess you pronounce it. And he was a music pastor. So he's always been, it sounds like,
always been part of the church. You know who this reminds me of? Like this case, what's that Miller, JP Miller case with his wife, where she allegedly committed suicide. Betsy, thank God, a new case. Wait, that sounds bad, but I mean, I'm not happy this poor woman lost her life. Just happy to hear about something besides, Beach. Yeah, baby, I'm same here. Same here. I'm so tired of hearing about fucking BJ every fucking day. So tired of it. And not, like I said, not that it's a new case of somebody losing their life, but I mean, fuck, it's, you know what I'm saying? I can't listen about BJ every day. My brain needs some other interaction. I cannot continue to just talk about BJ every single day. Sorry, I got to start, like, my brain is like fiending for other things to talk about. I can't, you know what I mean? She's a fucking garbage piece of shit. Like I said, we'll still review her. We'll still talk about her, but we got to talk about other shit too. Like, especially when it's me and Clue and Trisha and Nonsense and Granny and, you know what I mean? We're all, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's different opinions, it's different views. We all have different views, but I mean, we got to throw some other shit in here. Like, we got to start talking about other shit as well. Like, we can still keep up on the beach. Don't get me wrong, but bro, the shit's, come on, man. We got to talk about some other shit. And it just, I mean, we really got to talk about some other stuff. Sorry, I'm over the BJ every single day. We can talk about Beach still, don't get me wrong, but I got to talk about some other stuff too. My brain is fiending for some new shit.
Even at a young age, involved in music, involved in the Christian world as a pastor, worship leader, something he's getting a lot of praise. Some people, of course, on comments online are pointing fingers, and I know things can look wonky, and I know I've seen, like this is why I don't like a lot of merch, let me tell you. But I've seen all this merch that people think is cute that they sell that says the husband did it, and I get it. There are statistics out there where it oftentimes says the husband did it, but first of all, I don't think it's appropriate for merch. I don't like a lot of merch anyway in our industry. Rabbit trail. That's why I don't have any. But I don't like that either. Once people started getting smart and watching Dateline in 2020, and we were like, whoa, in that particular case, for example, Chris Watts, the husband did do it. But I learned my lesson again. I always tell you guys with Shane Carey, engaged to Heidi Broussard. So many people, we were all looking at him like the next Chris Watts because he gave a really weird interview and everything. And I learned he was not the guilty party. So that's why I don't like jumping to conclusions, pointing my finger, ruining someone's life, until we know actually what happened. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get on here. And even though a lot of people will be like, yeah, and, try and get 2 million views by prime suspect, I'm not going to do that to someone because we have to put ourselves in their shoes. And even though a lot of times certain cases turn out a certain way, there are times when stuff can go off the rails and it can be who you never expected. And then it helps to at least say you're sorry. Like, I feel really bad forever comparing Shane Carey to Chris Watts. I said that was my turning point. I will never do that again. Heaven forbid. Now everyone pointing fingers at a certain guy out there in Arizona, we don't know. And what if some nut job is like, I'm going to avenge Nancy Guthrie because I believe you did it because a person has a source. Anyway, you guys see what I'm saying. That's why I toe the line. Let's just try and see where the facts take us and let's wait. Now, back then, Ashley Elizabeth Smith, which was her name. She was younger. She was only 22 when she married Caleb. She would have turned 38 years old just next week. She would have turned 38 years old just next week. Yeah, she would have just turned 38 years old on Tuesday had she lived. Oh my goodness. February 24th is her birthday. She wasn't married before. She was only 22 when she married Caleb at that point. And it's so odd the way it says back then with Caleb. Was he widowed? No, this was on their marriage license. I'll put the PDF below. And they show Ashley's parents' names. They show an address where she lived in Tip City and he lived in a different address. Ashley was born in Dayton, Ohio. I know she went to college off in Indiana. She's been different places. And she, back then, was a third grade teacher. So I'm looking through the court system. After that, all I see were a couple of traffic infractions for Caleb. 2011, there was some speed limits or assured clear distance or whatever. Sounds really, like a nothing burger. Then 2012, I found this was weird for Caleb. He was driving upon a closed highway. I was like, how do you do that? That was weird. Oh, but it did give me his height back then, 6 feet tall, eyes blue. It said hair bald. I was like, did he shave his head back then? Because he's not bald. not that I saw, and his weight was 175. So that's what it was back then. They got married 2010, 16 years ago, almost 16 years, come August. So then in the throes of her newlywed status in 2012, it's February 12th, 2012, Ashley takes to Twitter. She's holding someone's baby. She obviously has baby fever. She's writing, having the urge, but hashtag dangerous, considering we have 3.5 more years on the plan. So they had it planned out, I guess. Get married in 2010, maybe have a baby by 2015 or whatever, they planned. And they kind of almost, I think, stuck to their plan. She just is effusive praise towards her husband, Valentine's Day, 2012. She's like, I have the most incredible husband. Blessed is an understatement, head over heels. February 24th, her birthday. What an amazing birthday. My husband sure is good to me. Now look forward to a night out with her girls. And 2012, it's all these posts about, I love being married. I love date nights. And I love that God picked out a partner for me that makes life twice as fun than it was by myself. I thought that was sweet. And in between, it's like her scripture posting almost makes me want to cry. She talked about in 2012 how Caleb wanted her to train with him for a half marathon. And she's like, wishful thinking, I died after 3 miles at the gym today. I was like, oh yeah, 3 miles. That's kind of like my limit these days, almost at the gym. And then 2013.
Shit, 3 miles her limit at the gym. Fuck. Wish I could. Lord, listen here. I can't do a half of a mile. Shit, I'd be lucky to do a quarter mile. Fuck. God damn, I probably couldn't breathe. Shit, hellfire. I'd be fucking. Who am I kidding? God damn, I probably couldn't walk a goddamn quarter mile. I'm just bullshitting. I probably could, but God, it might be a struggle. That's the truth. Fuck, I probably could walk a mile, but it would definitely be a struggle. Ooh, shit. Right, I'd get down the block and be like, God dang, man, shit. Talking about 3 miles, I don't think I could do. I don't think I could do 3 miles. Listen, you guys, actually, I'm gonna have to tell you something. I'm gonna have to tell you something. You know what I thought about? I can't even lie to you. So if you know me or you follow me, you know what time it is. It's about to be that time. So I tried to run one past my brother. I said, look, I know we got to go into the woods, right? Into the backwoods to find them. But we could take the golf cart and get closer instead of walking the fields, you know what I'm saying, to get all the way out there to the mushrooms. He said, hell to the no. What's up, Monkey Mark? Can you hear me, baby? Hello.
I can hear you.
Oh, there we go. I can hear you now. Yes, ma'am. How are you, baby?
Am I too loud?
No, you're good to me. Good. You fine to me?
Okay. Girl, I'm only running if somebody's chasing me.
Listen, I don't think I can do no harm, but I do got to walk. I mean, listen, I do got to walk up. I do got to walk to go get these mushrooms, and I'm having a real hard time. I'm already thinking about other ways around it.
Hey, bitch.
I was like, you know what I told him? I said, I might even have to pay you to walk down there and grab them without me. He said, oh, no, hell no, your fat ass is coming with us. Come on.
He's gonna, hey, look, if he has to walk and go get whoever picks them,
that's funny. You should get
like
that's what he said, because I said, my fat butt. He's like, no, your fat butt's coming with us. Come on now. Because if you ain't picking them, you ain't eating them. I said, oh my God, you ain't going to do
That's right. But you know what? He'd have you cook them, though. Guarantee that.
That's why I said, well, listen, I'd have to sneak one if I was making them for you, if I was cooking them.
Mm-hmm. Now, what he needs to do is go get a 4-wheeler. There you go. Go get you a quad.
Oh, we had some that we had the smaller ones got stolen, but we didn't have them insured or nothing, so we didn't get
right.
Replace them or whatever. We didn't get them. If we replace them, we have to replace them ourselves. Anyhow, though, he's got the bigger ones. They all have them, but you still have to drive them clear out. You know what I mean? Put them on the trailer. Make sure they have gas in them. It's just more bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
it might be worth it this year, though. It might be worth loading them up, gassing them up, and
2025 was a
bullshit this year.
2025 was a bad weight year, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Yeah. Ain't no running 3 miles. I might roll 3 miles, but no, girl. You get a certain age, you're like, bitch, come pick me up. Drop me off at the door.
Man, listen.
What you doing today?
Going
Any big
over these other
plans?
cases. This one, and there's another one we're going to go over after this.
I love it. I'm really anxious to see like what his motive was, like what happened, like why.
This just happened. Valentine's Day was Monday, right?
Right.
Or was
No,
it Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday. So Valentine's Day
Yeah.
was Saturday. They had their Valentine's Day because she changed her picture. Sunday, we don't know what happened, obviously.
But I mean, even before
Monday's when the murder happened, right? And then so he was arrested Thursday. So it was like, so what day was either Monday or Tuesday that she was murdered? The Facebook profile was changed the next day. He changed, or somebody changed her profile picture, and then somebody privated her Instagram, and then he was arrested the next day for murder.
Yeah, but I mean something. I don't. You know what I mean? Like,
well, they're saying supposedly there was
months
an
ago.
affair, but I don't know about that. But they said that he left. They both, I guess, left this church.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder what happened and what would cause this. Yeah, exactly. What the motive was for this.
Hey, you never know. Just because you go to church, don't mean just you.
Hey, there's
just
wolf
because
in
you can
clothing
quote
all day, every day.
Look, just because you can quote scripture, that don't mean you a good person. I'm sorry,
Absolutely
it just don't.
Say it again.
I used to go to a church that the preacher was having a thing with the secretary, so there's that. And then his brother, I went to his church, and then damn, if he wasn't didn't have 2 sets of books, and we was financing the farm, get the fuck out of here. So now I just pray at home. You know, it is what it is. But anyway, but yeah, I'm anxious to see like what's going to come out of what was leading up to pre-Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? And I think you said, what do you think? Like, did he?
Yeah, like you think because see, they said I thought there was only one gunshot wound. There's 2.
Yeah, I think this is my thing. I don't know, and I haven't planned out killing Mr. Rowe or anything, but I think he probably shot first, then hid and called, because you don't know if a cop's going to be around the corner, the reaction time of the cops. Plus, you don't know. You might think you can. I'm not saying I've ever thought about harming anybody, but like you don't know if you can do something until you do it. You know what I mean? Like, jumping out of an airplane. You think you can, but you don't know. Like, I did a ride where it's like you free fall, and I couldn't pull the zip cord. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So,
But when you think about it, what if, God forbid, like he shot her and then the first time it didn't work and then he had to go?
Yeah.
Right. That's what I was kind of thinking too. Like he heard some noises and it didn't. And to me,
Well,
being
they said
shot
that
in
he
the
said the
head.
kid slept through it. One of the girls must have woke up, but the other one he said slept through it. He said the kids were in bed asleep, but he says he was in the room with the daughter. So did he run in the daughter's room and lock the door? Jade, hold on, Jade and Michael or whatever says, why don't you like walking in nature? I love mushroom hunting. Baby, I love walking in nature and I love mushroom hunting, but I'm just saying my big butt doesn't like to walk for miles and miles and miles and
For
miles.
real.
I mean,
For real, girl. Look, I wish I could.
my legs get a little tired, okay? They're a little chubby. They get a little tired walking a little bit. I'm just saying I like a little ride out there, okay? If you
That's
will.
right.
I like a little. So
Yeah.
look over here. So sometimes you have to walk probably, like 2 to 3 miles to get out to the woods, the woods that you need to be in, around the trees that you need to be at. You know what I mean? So, so you got to walk out there. So sometimes I just need a little boost out.
Yeah.
To,
That caboose.
To the, the tree line. That's it.
Yeah. My caboose needs a little help getting places. You know what I mean? Sometimes, it's a lot to,
Right.
Hey, hey, as long as Mr. Rowe loves it, hey, baby.
It's all that matters, baby.
That's right. Every inch. But yeah, 2025, I need to do a diet this year, but yeah, I don't know if I am or not. I don't know. I ain't gonna do no diet. I might just, I might put Big Deborah down for, a month or so, but damn, she gonna miss me. That is one big bitch that's gonna miss me. I love me some Big Deborah.
See here and look here. I got this picture though. It says, hold on. According to his booking charges and photos, he was arrested last night. Yeah, that's what I have. I have the article and the picture that he was arrested last night. He looks.
Queen, pull up. What happened to him? Like, he looks really rough.
Yeah, he does. I was gonna say that. Like, I mean, I know a booking. I mean, your mugshot isn't gonna be your glamour shot unless you're queen and your eyebrows are on point. But he looks like a different person. You know what I mean? Like, to me, I don't know. But I mean, a lot of these pictures are older, but some aren't. Even the Valentine picture, her kissing him.
I put his booking photo in the back chat. Like, he just looks like he's aged, or like the difference between him and her.
Yeah. She got
And the
prettier.
creepy
They got.
like, is very pretty. And if she dyed her hair, she would look like Carrie Underwood. Who says that?
Yeah, I mean, and that was like, what, 13 years ago? But he allegedly has a little girlfriend, from what they were saying in this Facebook group, I guess.
Wonder if she went to the church and that's why they left. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't
know.
Well,
I'm
the
really
people in the
curious,
church
to be
can't.
honest.
I think they don't believe in divorce. Unfortunately, there's so many stories of them killing their wives for the other woman.
That's what I said in chat. Like, why can't people just get divorced? Fuck. Why you got to kill each other? I don't know. But then there's like so much of a stigma.
Remember the guy?
Preach it, baby.
Rogue Queen. Do you guys remember the story of the Chris guy that killed his wife and his 2 boys? And he was working for that famous female pastor and traveling.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. What was her name? Yeah, she's wrote like tons of books, and what was her name? I can't remember her name. Yeah.
His name is Chris something.
Yeah, but I can't remember her name. What the preacher lady's name was.
Yeah, she was famous. Let me look. Hang on.
It wasn't Stormy O'Martin. It was somebody else. I can't remember.
I'm looking.
Joyce Myers. That's it. Joyce Myers. That's it. Joyce Meyer. Yep, that's it. People are asking, was he charged with murder? Well, I don't know. I haven't read his charges. Are we having a meet and greet express? Hey, I think we all need to go mushroom hunting, and whatever mushrooms you get, just give them to Queen and she'll cook them for us. We'll sit around the table and just wait. That's how I show up.
All right, here we go. Let's push play and get going.
Joyce Meyer, that's it.
Yes, Joyce Meyer, the church. Okay, but she wasn't involved in this church.
No. We were talking about a previous case to where the person that was like her assistant did the same thing to his wife. Sorry.
Well, and they're saying that allegedly he has a girlfriend or a mistress or whatever. I don't know how true that is, or I don't know, to be honest. But there's a girl, and I don't even want to I don't want to dox her name or anything like that. But they did say that she. Here, let me see if I can find it.
Oh, look, we got somebody in chat. Convict to counselor. Hey, Queen. I know actually they live about 10 minutes from my house. Can you hop up on panel? But you got to kind of have receipts. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Here, I want to play this 911 call real fast, if you guys don't mind.
Sure.
So
maybe the girlfriend's Valentine showed up at the wife on accident.
Let's see. This is the 911 dispatch. Okay, so it says Caleb Flynn's 911 call was just released. He called 911 to report someone broke into his Tip City, Ohio home and shot his wife, Ashley Flynn. Caleb Flynn is now charged with this murder. Listen to this 8-minute long call here. Warning, some may find the details disturbing. So, trigger warning for everyone right now, just so you guys are well aware. This is the 911 call from Caleb.
Miami County 911. Oh my, somebody broke into my home. Somebody broke into my home and shot my wife.
Are they still in there?
I don't know.
Okay, what's the address?
932 Cunningham Court, Pitt City, Ohio. Please hurry. Please hurry.
What are you seeing?
My wife she's got 2 shots to her head. There's blood everywhere. Oh my God. Sir, please.
Ma'am, I need you to take a deep breath, okay? Do you still see anybody in the house?
No, the door to the garage was wide open. Please hurry, please. Oh my God. My daughters are here. My daughters are here.
Where's she at?
She's in the bed.
Are you with her?
Yeah, I am in the room. I'm looking at her. Yes, please.
You guys have the door locked?
We have the doors to the garage locked, but into the house, yes. Please. Oh my God. Please.
Where is that room at in the house? My partner's getting them dispatched, okay? But I need you to answer my questions so I can get you help as fast as I can, okay?
What question?
Where are you guys at in the house?
I'm in the bedroom with her right now.
Okay.
My daughters are in their room.
So you are not with the children?
I was with the children when it happened.
Okay, but you're not with them now?
No, they're in their room. They're not even awake. Oh my God. Sir, please.
They are heading that way, okay? I need you to take a deep breath for me. Are you hearing anything?
No, I rubbed her leg and said her name. She's not answering.
Your daughter's not answering you?
I'm sorry, no. Hold on, I'm putting on her shirt. What'd you say?
Your daughter's not answering you?
No, they're across the room.
Okay.
In their room.
Okay. Are you hearing any kind of noise inside the house?
No, her face is white as good ghost.
Okay, whose face?
My wife's face.
Your wife's face?
The one who was shot.
She was what?
Shot, I said.
Okay, where was she shot at?
In the head. I hope there's blood everywhere.
Okay, is she breathing?
I don't think so. Ashley, baby, please. Oh my God, no, she's not.
Okay, she's not responding to you?
No. Oh my God.
Okay, do you see anybody in the house now?
It's pitch black and the doors are locked. The door leading to the garage door was wide open when I ran in there.
Okay, do you see any kind of vehicles?
No. Wait, no, the door, there's a side door in our garage door that's open by the, oh my God.
Okay, I need you to just take a deep breath for me, okay? They're getting to you as quick as they can. Is that door still open?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
What do I do?
Is she breathing at all?
I don't think so. There's 2 shots to her head.
Okay. If you are comfortable, I want you to go and find a cloth, and I want you to put a cloth on that gunshot wound, okay?
Like a towel?
Yes, like a towel, but do not apply direct pressure to it. Just put it on that blood wound, okay?
Okay. Oh my God.
I need you to just take a deep breath for me, okay?
Okay.
Just get that cloth, and I want you to put it on that wound, but don't apply direct pressure to it, okay? They're coming to you as quick as they can, okay?
I just laid it on her head.
Okay. Where are the juveniles? Are they okay? Have you checked on them?
I haven't checked on them.
Okay. Can you go check on the juveniles for me?
The police is here.
Wait. Can you go check on the juveniles for me?
The cops just go. They just left.
Okay. I need you to go check on the juveniles for me, okay? They're still sleeping. They're still sleeping. Okay, you still see them breathing? You don't see any wounds on them? No. The cops just pulled me. Sir. The cop is here. Okay, I want you to... Okay, open the door for him so he can get into her, okay? Okay, he's coming to me. Sir! What? I don't know. The door to the garage door was wide open. I'm her husband. No, I don't think so. Yeah. Hey, ma'am, do you still have me on the phone here? Wide open. Okay. I went here, and then there's a door all the way to the right. That one's open. Behind it. Yeah. My daughters are in the bedroom over there. They're still asleep. Sure. You said the 911. Yes. No, everybody. Oh my God.
All right, what you think, Queen? I got thoughts.
Well, I am going to just go ahead and say this right now. I think that, in my opinion, that sounded like he was putting on a front.
Yep, very performative.
Yes, absolutely. And all the 911 calls that we've heard, that sounds like he was definitely putting on a stunt, a front. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm reading. I don't know if she can hop up, but the person in chat that lives 10 minutes from them, she was saying, hold on, let me read it so I don't get it wrong. The chief of police and sheriff the same day came out and said the community is not at risk because they arrested him the day they got there. He was arrested at 2:31 p.m. So they knew from jump. And what gets me, okay, a couple things got me with that call. Number one, you say she was shot twice in the head. That's very specific. I don't know. But then the fact that you haven't checked on your daughters,
right?
That is so wild to me.
That
and
tells
I think
me that you obviously knew that they were safe. And why?
Right.
You know what I mean? Why would you
And it
not
also-
check on them? That's a red flag right from the jump.
And it also tells me guilt, like you might feel guilty because you don't want to look at you don't want to see your kids. You know what I mean? Like you might feel guilty. And another thing is, if he was asleep on the couch, if an intruder came in, unless their front door, you have to walk to the master bedroom, they would have walked by him on the couch sleeping and just specifically gone for her. No, dude. No. Nope.
Okay, let's go down the Facebook.
Weird.
Let's go down the Facebook hole. Let's jump down that hole real fast. Hold on one second.
Very, very odd. Yep. But yeah, if anybody knows any more information about this, the link's at the top of the chat. If you hit the 3 buttons, it'll take down the pinned, hit the like button and all that. It'll take that down, and then you can click the link and just pause your YouTube. They didn't tell the community they had him in custody until yesterday when they announced charges. Convict, do you know, like, where the daughters are? Did they, like, are they with family, I hope? Y'all tell me Coconut of Queen's talking. She might be looking for something. Because, yes, I still have my fucked up phone. And no, I'm not going to buy one today because we're going to an art show in about an hour. Art comes over a phone. Sorry. Oh, I'm sure, Chaz. I'm sure. Oh, yeah, they check them hands first thing. Y'all say Coconut of Queen's talking. I know, note to self, I know. I'm on a new kick, man. It's bad. But what'd y'all think? What'd y'all think about I was reading chat while it was playing. Do y'all believe him? Do you not? Okay, thank you, note to self. What do y'all think?
Well, just
They're
wait.
with her family.
Wait
Okay,
till you
good.
see
And
this.
see, that's where I'm a bitch, because I had a friend that this
Wait till
happened
you
to
see
her,
this, Roro.
but he took him.
What the hell, Fire? Roro, get up here. What was she just saying? I had a friend. Anyways, I don't know what she was talking about. She has a friend. But check this Facebook stuff out real quick. Come back up here, Roro. Oh, y'all were yelling coconut at her. That's why. Okay. I wondered
Shit.
where you went. They were yelling coconut at you.
Yeah, you were talking. Hey, and look, I don't care. Today is the day for me to go buy a cell phone. I'm going to buy some artwork. We're going to an art show, so sorry.
Hey, that's
Artwork
okay.
trumps.
You know what? You'll get there. You'll get there. But check this out. Look what just popped up.
What?
On this Facebook group thing. Check this out. Let me put this up real fast. Because you know we're nosy like that, and I have to tap into this. But look at this. This is him in the jail right now.
285.
And we're going to watch it. This is him doing his court hearing right now.
Oh, good, yeah.
So, yeah, you know I'm nosy as hell, girl.
Girl, I'm right there with you.
285, Caleb C. Flynn. Mr. Flynn, you have several charges here. Count 1 is a murder charge, is a count felony of the first degree. Count 2 is 2 and 3 are both felonious assault charges, second degree felonies. Count 4 is tampering with evidence, a third degree felony, and that's count 4. Count 5 is tampering with evidence, a third degree felony. Mr. Falker?
Your Honor, Mr. Flynn would tender pleas of not guilty and would ask for this matter to be scheduled for a preliminary hearing. Mr. Flynn is residing in Tip City. He doesn't own a commercial flooring company. He is not on probation for community control. He has no other charges pending against him. That's in criminal history. We would ask him to establish reasonable bonds.
Mr. Flynn, we're going to set your case for a preliminary hearing for next week on February 26th at 1 p.m. You do have the right to have an attorney to represent you. If you cannot afford one, you can apply to the public defender's office and they'll determine if you're eligible for a court-appointed attorney. Do you understand all of that? Yes, sir. Is there anything you'd like to say to the court with regards to a bond in this case? I'm so sorry, you cut out there. Is there anything you'd like to tell the court with respect to bond in this case? I don't really understand that. So okay, no, so the court has to establish a bond, sir, to ensure your appearance, okay? So the court will establish a bond, and you have the right to tell me, hey, I'm not a flight risk, I am a flight risk, or anything of that nature. Is there anything you would want to tell me about that? Sir, I just want to take care of my daughters. I'm not at risk. I understand. Okay. Yes, sir. Well, the court is going to order a $2 million blanket bond in this case, covering all of your charges. Should you post bond in this case, the court will order that you be on pretrial services electronically monitored house arrest. Furthermore, the court will order that you will have no contact whatsoever, directly or indirectly through a third party with. You are not permitted to speak to them in any way, shape, or form. That includes electronic communications. You are not allowed to communicate through family members whatsoever. Do you understand all of that? Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you. We're adjourned. Thank you, sir. 285.
Damn. He said, no, you ain't going to be with your girls.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
baby.
He made it very
Mhm.
clear. Oh, he made
Yeah.
it very clear. The judge was not that's Caleb Flynn. He is arrested for murder of Ashley Flynn, his wife, who we were just watching on Plunder. And then we watched his court hearing. He was arrested last night.
Damn.
$2 million
mil.
bond. Good.
$2 million.
Good. If he did that, then that's what he deserves. He deserves to sit in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I just want to take care of my girls. Now, boo. Mm-mm. Even if you got the money or your family's got the money, you ain't talking to them babies. Nope. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, that judge made it crystal clear, didn't he? Well, what I was saying is maybe I'm like biased, but I think victims' families, if they are able and they're just as good of a choice as his family, you know what I mean? If it's even playing ground and they're not, weirdos, then I think that her family, whoever the victim is, should have the children. I just
Ro. This
Yeah.
was recorded February 14th and 15th. Nothing is impossible with, and it looks like it's a song that he recorded Valentine's Day and the day after. Weekend sermon 3 days ago. So if this was recorded right after or right before, that's really disturbing.
Believe it. You hear our prayer, singular prayer. God, we cry out to you. God, you know every tear that has been shed in the waiting season. You hear us, God. And so by faith, we are declaring that you come in and intervene and do what only you can do, that you're redeeming our story, God. Your plan is higher than our plan. And so if you're here today with your hand raised or you wanted to raise your hand, I'm going to ask you by faith to step out of your seats today and come down to the front of these altars. Just right now, by faith, believing God can do the impossible. Would you just step out of your chair right now? Those who have history with the miraculous, seeing God move in your life, would you come down to the front? Our prayer team, would you come down to the front? I want to believe today that all things are possible with God. If you're believing God to do the miraculous in your life, you feel like your story's over, God's not over, He's not done with you yet, would you just come down to the front? Prayer team.
Like,
Where
really?
was
This
this
is
at?
February 14th and 15th. Nothing is impossible is what that says.
But where was this at? I thought they left the church.
Allegedly they did.
I guess they went to another one.
It says weekend sermon. I mean, from my understanding, they left the church like recently because of the affair. There was an alleged affair with, and I say alleged because we don't know if it's true or not. We have no idea. So at this point, it's alleged.
Yeah.
But allegedly, there was an affair that took place at that church, which is why they left that church, according to rumors on Facebook. So with that said, we will go back in here. Let me show you. This is stop it.
And her birthday's gonna be on Tuesday, y'all. Damn, so sad. Like, why can't you just fucking get a divorce? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's so dumb.
Well, and again, this is alleged. These are from anonymous, of course, Facebook posts. So we don't know if this has any validity at all. But allegedly, they said, that he was allegedly having some affair with a young worship leader at his church. So I don't know where that came into play or who. This is Abby Blabby True Crime and News. Now, I don't know. This is another, of course, Facebook post. So this is what this one says. He allegedly texted someone before the murder, says it's almost done. A new development in the murder of 37-year-old Ashley Flynn has intensified scrutiny surrounding her husband, Caleb Flynn, who has been charged in her death. Leaked court documents tied to a search warrant affidavit reviewed by News 75 Today reveal what investigators describe as extensive communication between Caleb Flynn and an unidentified woman in the hours before the fatal shooting on February 17th, 2026. Authorities are reportedly focused on a message sent from Flynn's device at 12:42 a.m. that read, "It's almost done." The message was sent less than 2 hours before a 911 call was placed from the couple's home reporting a burglary. The timing has prompted investigators to examine whether the communication may point to premeditation. According to sources familiar with the filings, investigators uncovered what they describe as heavy communication between Flynn and the unidentified woman through the text messages and encrypted platforms. The exchanges reportedly increased in the frequency as midnight approached. So.
Yeah, damn.
So, like I said, this fucking case is real goddamn sketch to me.
We need to stay on this one. I'm sorry. It's
real. This is fucking real sketch. So let me just go up here where the pictures allegedly are, because this is about this mistress. This is their alleged group, the group or whatever that has this. So it says new info released 2/19. And then it says, anyone see this? Very interesting to me. This is the Abby Blabby True Crime News.
What a waste, man.
It's beautiful. I mean, then their kids, you know what I'm saying? It just... So there's an interview he did with the American Idol. This gave me the heebie-jeebies. But now that you watch, this is the 911 call, one of them, and then here's the alleged. Okay, so this is apparently the young woman Caleb Flynn was having an affair with. Like him, she is a worship leader at the church. The name is whatever. I don't want to say that, you know what I mean? Because like I said, this is all alleged. We don't know if this is true or not. We have no idea if there's any validity to this at all. So do your own research, form your own opinions. But it says in this post that she and Caleb would sing and worship on stage together, all while allegedly committing adultery and lying through their teeth. Ashley Flynn didn't deserve to be cheated on. She certainly didn't deserve to be murdered. Those two innocent little girls didn't deserve to lose their mom. Her blood is on both of their hands. In my opinion, Ashley clearly knew he was married with a family. Shame on them both. Her social media has now been deleted, and here is another post with his police where he's in court. So.
Damn. All right, baby girl. I got to hop down. I got to Mr. Rose jingling the keys. You see, you're
All
gonna take
right,
me out.
love you. Happy Friday. You have a good day.
You too. You too. Y'all
We
all
will
have a good
definitely
day.
keep up with this for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, bye, baby.
Crazy, ain't it? All right, love you. Happy Friday.
Love you too. Happy Friday. Bye, baby.
Good day, baby. So let's see here. Hold on, what'd you say? I think he wanted to look like a victim and get all the attention cast for those other women. He seems, yeah, he does. She's good. Queen Abby is. Oh, well, let's go check her out then, because I'm nosy than a motherfucker, and I want to know what the fuck is going on. What is happening? Let's see here. Let's see. Abby and Abby Blabby True Crime. Let's go see what's happening over here. Holy shit, what is going on? She's got on here 1 hour ago. Teen boy got his throat cut and is so chill about it. Thank God he survived and is okay. Wow, my God. But for anyone who has not seen, Flynn allegedly killed Ashley with a 9mm handgun. I had been told sources that he had concealed carry permit and that he had multiple firearms in the home. Oh my God. Why does this remind me of somebody else? Why does this remind me of someone else? 2 young kids, both Christians, wolf in sheep clothing here. Well, he seems like a wolf in sheep's clothing. She seems like she's pretty innocent, to be honest. She's a school teacher, you know. Firearms throughout the house. Man, listen. Let's put Plunder back on. I'm nosy. I want to know what Plunder's got to say about this. And then we got other cases we can go on and talk about too if you guys are done hearing about this one, but I think this is interesting.
He came along. She's posting an Instagram photo. This is how I was able to capture these, on a date with this.
Because if that text is true, where he said it's almost done, who the fuck changed her profile picture 2 days later? Did he change it? Did she tell him to change it? Like, I have questions because I don't like that shit. And I don't know, like I said, there's a lot of questions. I don't know. I mean, this is something we need to look into for sure. For show. Like, this is something we definitely need to look into. This is, there's a lot of wines and binds here too. Purple Dragon Shell, thank you for the $5 super sticker. Betsy Baker, member for 13 months. I'm just a baker. That's all who I am. Betsy Baker showing some love. B Tim, thank you for dropping 5 memberships. I appreciate you showing some love. I know you can't be here, but I appreciate you showing love, baby. So here's the police report of Caleb. Where it says, before me, a notary public for the state of Ohio, a peace officer authorized to administer oaths, or clerk of Miami County Municipal Court of Troy, Ohio, came Detective Morgan, who, being duly sworn, states that on or about February 16, 2026, one Caleb Flynn in the city of Tip City, County of Miami, state of Ohio, did purposely cause the death of another or the unlawful termination of another's pregnancy. To wit, Caleb Flynn murdered his wife, Ashley Flynn, in the morning hours of February 16, 2026, in violation of Section Revised Code, says the specifications. The affiant further finds and specifies that the offender had a firearm on or about the offender's person or under the offender's control while committing the offense. Firearm description, 9mm handgun. And this is his mugshot. So, this is where we're at with this. I have temporarily hidden my post about the woman Caleb Flynn was having an affair with, even though I received proof that it is true. A person close to her brought up a good point, which is that guilt of an affair doesn't equate to having knowledge of what he was planning. She is apparently completely distraught over what Caleb did to Ashley. In most of these types of situations, the mistress didn't have any involvement in the murder or their lover's wife. Look at Chris Watts or Scott Peterson. But if something changes and it's determined she had knowledge or encouraged it, I will unhide that post. So there we go. 3 things. 1, if you don't want to be with someone anymore, leave. Don't kill them. If you're going to harm your children, don't have any. And 3, if you're a grown adult, don't touch kids. Period. So check this here. This is something else I was going to talk about anyways before we go back into it. Emmy Joe, member for 14 months. Wop, 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 wop. Done you messed up. That's it. So this is something else that popped up, but it says 11-year-old boy who fatally shot his dad had court today. An 11-year-old boy accused of fatally shooting his adopted dad appeared in court Thursday. Clayton Dietz is charged as an adult with criminal homicide in connection to the shooting, death of his father in their home. What is this? Duncannon, a borough north of Harrisburg. Dietz was brought into a hearing at the Perry County Courthouse in handcuffs, accompanied by probation officers. The backstory: police charged Clayton, who recently turned 11 years old, in the shooting death of his adopted father, Douglas Dietz, inside the family's Duncannon home last month. Court documents show the shooting occurred just 3 hours into the boy's birthday, listed as Tuesday, January 13th. Authorities had previously said juvenile household member was taken into custody in connection with the killing. Investigators said Clayton told police he had a good day Monday, celebrating his birthday with his parents. However, according to court records, he became angry after his father told him he needed to go to bed after midnight. Clayton's adopted mother, Jillian Dietz, told police the family stayed up until midnight to sing happy birthday to their son as his birthday officially began. After his parents went to bed and fell asleep, Clayton told police he went into the bedroom, located the key to his father's gun safe inside a dresser drawer. According to the affidavit of probable cause, the boy said he was looking for his Nintendo Switch, which his father had taken away from him. When he opened the safe, Clayton told police he found a revolver. He said he loaded bullets into the gun, walked into his father's side of the bed, and pulled the back of the hammer and fired 1 shot. When police asked what he thought would happen when he fired the gun, Clayton told investigators he was angry and had not thought about that. Jillian Dietz told police she was awakened by a loud bang and a smell she described as similar to fireworks. She nudged her husband, trying to wake him, but he did not respond. Thinking she heard water dripping, she turned on the light and realized it was blood, not water, and that her husband had been shot in his head. Wow. And the little boy that did that, the younger kid that did that, was right here. He got told to go to bed. You guys, these are cases that we need to be looking into, like, for real. He went and shot his father in the back of his head because he told him to go to bed and took his Switch. You've got to be kidding me, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, you can. So anyhow, we'll go back to plunder real quick and finish.
this good-looking man, but now it's all private with a different profile photo. She posted about date night and I have the greatest husband in the world. She posted scripture. Oh, that's the one that really made me want to cry. Just seeing a woman who has a heart for God. I don't know, seeing so many people say so many good things about her, the way she led her life. So she's posting, I wonder what book this is. I didn't look it up, but it's saying, if you look for it as silver and search for it as hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom, and from his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He holds victory in store for the upright. He is a shield, she underlined, to those whose walk is blameless. For he guards the course of the just and protects the way of his faithful ones. I tell you what, a woman with the Lord on her side is powerful. And I said a prayer for Ashley to get her justice, just like, Suzanne Morphew, almost like speaking from the grave. These believing women, it doesn't mean anyone's a perfect woman, but what I'm saying is just believing in God and knowing he will bring the truth out, whatever it is, he'll catch this culprit. So then 2013, something amazing happens. Ashley is celebrating Caleb getting this coveted golden ticket to go on American Idol. She posted just a smile in the photo, and I don't really know what happened, how far he made it. I mean, maybe I saw the interview video, maybe I can go find some old footage of him on American Idol, but I'm assuming he made it to a certain point but didn't win, because I think we would know if he were the winner that year. Again, in January 2013, she's posting photos with her husband. She's like, feeling rich today, just maybe in a different way. So that was on Instagram. But by 2014, it's baby time. So they've been married like 4 years now. And then on March 4th, 2014, she's tweeting, my overwhelming craving for sweets is absolutely ridiculous. I need to have this baby ASAP. So somewhere in there, 2014, she has her baby. Social media kind of goes quiet, which I understand. When you have a child, a baby, it takes over a lot. You're not necessarily, taking pictures and posting and doing all the things you did before. And somewhere in there, I guess they had another daughter as well. So by 2021, after all 7 years elapsed, they move into this house on the cul-de-sac where this tragedy unfolded on Cunningham Court in Tip City, Ohio. So it says they've owned it for about 4 years and 11 months. It's just sad. And then after that, Ashley finally joins Facebook. I don't know if she's joined it, maybe she had it before under a different name, who knows? But it says Ashley joined Facebook on September 13th, 2023. I don't know if she just waited, if she preferred Twitter and Instagram, like, younger people did at that time. And then it's like, maybe I'll get back on Facebook or whatever if she was on there. And then it sounds like they were just settling into their wonderful lives from what we can see. In Tip City, there's this Facebook group, December 19th, 2024. Their house made the list of these, is it Huber Heights, I guess it is, Holidays and Traditions Family Fun. It's this Miami County Christmas lights driving tour through Christmas, 6 to 9 p.m. nightly. So their house was on that list. They must have just, done up their house. You know how those people, they do great jobs with the Christmas lights. You just want to drive over there and view it. And so that was 2024. And so the last thing we hear, I don't know what was happening in 2025. I don't know anything. The police aren't giving us much. I'll still check, see what we can find. But there's that Valentine's Day profile updated.
So all in all, he's been arrested for murder and he's got a $2 million bond, and that's where that case stands. So let me see here. Tonka girl, can you please announce that in Minnesota we have a young lady that has been murdered? The young man that is accused of murdering her went to school with my daughters. Okay. I'm not sure. Do you want to put the school out there? I don't know if you want to dox your daughters where they go to school at. I mean, I'm not sure if you want to put that out here or not, but if you do, I mean, hey, that's up to you. I wouldn't suggest it, but that's up to you. There is a search for her this Sunday because they do believe he dismembered her and she's in a tote. Oh, is that what they said? Wow. My God. I'm sorry to hear that. Wow. Jeez, that's oof. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, all these cases are sad. Did you guys hear about that little girl? Her mother, they said her mother allegedly. Oh, hellfire. Well, hold on. Before we go there, let's catch up. We got to do some catching up. So let's catch up. Okay, shall we? Let's do that. Let's catch up a little bit. So it looks to me like Ben George did a review, right? So we'll go down that route real quick. We'll do a little catch up there. So it looks to me like Ben George did a review, or a live, if you will. Ben George, what'd you have to talk about?
We'll see.
Oh, we'll see. Yeah.
I thought I did this one. We'll see. Seen on down the line, a half a mile or so. I don't really want to know where you're going.
That sounds good, Ben George. That sounds really good. You did really good there, man. You just put that up, so I don't want to mess up your views. Yeah, he did. That's Ben George. That's BJ's friend Ben George from her panel. But here, let's catch back up real fast with Astro, because Reality has a friend. I don't know if you guys know about Reality's friend, but Reality Wins has a friend, Astro, and we're going to talk about it real fast. Hartley made us a good video to reflect on Astro without having to watch the whole 12-minute live that BJ sleeps in. So let's put this on.
Come on. Astro. Hi, honey. How are you tonight? Then Astro wants you to give me his email address by the way. She did, Astro. She did. What? Astro said you went behind enemy lines. At least she tried, y'all. I'm proud of Britt. That's what he said. What Astro said.
What you want to... Yeah, hold on.
Astro. Oh, Lord. Astro's got it for me.
Will you grab another? Yeah, hold on a second, Reality. Can you talk for just a minute? I got to grab something real quick.
I sure can.
All right, bye.
I know you're speaking truth, Astro. You can have your truth. I know, because I think B-Tim has a crush on me as well. He don't want to admit it, but he sure does act like it.
Uh-oh.
But there's a difference. B-Tim isn't a nice person.
Oh, shit. B-Tim. B-Tim. That's him. But I'll tell you what. B-Thug does not want to hug. He does not fuck with you, Reality. But hold on. Did I miss something? B-Tim. B-Tim, you got some explaining to do. What's happening? What's going on? Why is she saying this? Because I know my friend B-Tim would never, you hear me? He would never, ever, ever. But my God, for you to even think that B-Tim would ever, has me wondering where you lost your mind. Hold on. Astro got you really lost in the mind, huh? B-Tim, why does she think you're Astro? Hold on now. Why does she think that you're Astro? I don't understand. Make it make sense.
Astro is. Read Astro's comment. Please send the information over to me.
I like carrot juice.
I give you permission.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right. Email me, Astro, so I can give it to her. Now a budding romance for Reality and Astro. Do we got a love connection in my chat?
Maybe.
Oh, my God.
Maybe.
I see y'all. Astro been laying it hot on Reality for a while now.
Yeah, he has. I understand why Astro's not in the Discord. Why don't you get in the Discord, Astro?
Yeah, Astro. I'll give you the link to my Discord.
Uh-oh.
You in Reality can do calls and everything in there.
Dang, Astro, they want you to come in. They want, listen, in it like Bennett, in there like swimwear. Come on, make it crack, Jack. Get in there. Hey, we ain't gonna say nothing at all. All right, we listen. We ain't gonna we listen and we don't judge.
I can send you all kinds of funny little gifts.
Oh my God!
The little memes.
No,
All the little memes.
Lord.
Because I like doing those ones.
Yes, the RN. What you mean BTM is going to go over the edge? Why you say that?
Because he has a crush on me too.
Oh, that's right.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Astro.
A crush like pretzel me up crush, or crush like you want some BTM. I think you're gonna have some competition here. Because listen. Tiffany B. Tim Simp, I'm a Puffin, family. They're not gonna let it happen. Not gonna happen.
You taking BTM's girl?
Yeah, but BTM's not nice. BTM makes fun of me. BTM,
yeah,
insults me.
Uh-oh.
Astro doesn't do that. Astro's birthday's coming up. Are you a leaf frog? Are you leaf baby, Astro? His birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
He's gonna want me to sing happy birthday to him.
Oh, Marilyn Monroe style?
Yeah,
that heater on.
No. Happy early birthday, Astro.
Astro, did you download the Discord yet? Are you on your lunch break yet? Can you drop the Discord link for Astro?
Go, Astro.
Oh, Astro, hold on. If you sent me an email, I'm going to email you back.
Astro, did you get the email she sent? Or did you send her email so you can get the link?
Did you email me, Astro, and I'll send it to you?
I'm not.
Okay, so Astro, I just gave you the email, and then I will give you. Yeah, you email me, and I'll give you the link to Discord.
All right, there's her email, so you have to email her, and then she will email you the link.
Okay, so Astro, I just gave you the email, and then I will give you. Yeah, you email me, and I'll give you the link to Discord.
You said,
Astro, check your email.
Yeah, bruh. Check your email.
Check your email, and I just sent it. Astro, what do you mean you sent 30 emails? Did you get that? You should have got the email, the Discord link I sent you.
He's making you laugh. He says, laugh.
And then I'm going to send you reality. I'm going to take a picture of the email Astro sent me, and then I'm going to send that to you in a text message.
All right, thank you. But you need to open the Discord link.
Yeah.
Not that hard.
I give her Astro's phone number, and she is like Speedy Gonzalez.
Good night, Astro. You sleep well too, dear. I just had to.
Wow, reality. My goodness. My goodness. Daddy's baby girl beats him, said, hold my beer. Listen, he is not new character unlocked. I'm done. Too funny. Too fucking funny. So wow, you guys. Jeez, chat. What are we gonna do, man? What are we gonna do? What is happening? What is happening? We got to pull Brandy Wine up. She has been dropping them like it's hot. Oh my God. An entire fucking BJ Live in one. Oh my God. Snore fest. Jeez. Next week, rumors start. Reality's pregnant. We have another baby shower. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Here, we'll go over to the Hive sidebar and go. We'll go over there and talk some shit for a little bit. It's Fri-yay. Let's go over there. We'll go over and hang out. Because I should probably have to. I'm going to probably have to edit this out. We're on the floor. Watch Astro turn out to be. Oh my God, stop it. Oh shit. Look out. Oh, you guys know what? Hold on. I wanted to show you this Guthrie case anyways, because I want. So we'll just have to. This is just going to have to be a mix of all different stuff. Sweet one. Thank you very much. And he'll give you a heart, baby. So hold on. I want to show you guys this because listen, I see Shay B was on X today. Dolly has been at it, man. He has been on it. He's back out in front of the Guthries again. So he's out there on the night shift here. And every 2 seconds, PJ's calling to tell him what is going on with Brian Hinton.
I got the address. It looks like they're at the golf course.
Have you heard about Pop on Roofing? We need 50 homeowners in your... But did somebody drive down here in the middle of the night and dispose of a body?
He's on the golf course already. I think Tucson's just streaming him.
Investigate and question the major and minor towns south of the border. Let the FBI know it follows you with a drone, Brian says. Thank you, Brian. Somebody in these towns might know something that would have been there. All right, so this is kind of like
Look, Daddy's baby girl Dolly has been getting in all kinds of trouble while JLR's handling business. Oh, yeah.
Hold on, let me pull up what's going on over there at the golf course.
There is no One Tree Hill connection, Punk Chunk Marty. I watched it.
I got the address.
Yeah, that's all.
It looks like they're at the golf course.
Have you heard about Pop on Roofing? We need 50 homeowners in your...
PJ Vision, what's on his neck? What do you mean what's on my neck? Better not be nothing on my neck.
Look,
it ain't Scorpion.
Better not be nothing on my neck.
You looking around. Something creep right up. I wouldn't even see it coming. Could be a wild javelina just run, jump, and bite me in the neck.
Wild javelina.
So we got 800 of you in the room. Of course, like the video, guys. And we're going to keep an eye on things for a little while tonight. A black string. Maybe something from the jacket. Producer's calling. Hello?
PJ, again.
Oh, it's just a string from a shirt? Okay, I don't know. As long as it ain't a scorpion biting me.
How is she at home telling him it's a string on his shirt? Bro, you listen, if you had a fucking animal or a snake or something on you, you'd already been bit. What are you talking about?
In the neck. We good.
Too funny.
Who? Oh, Anton? Okay, check it. Let me know. If there's any movement, we'll jump in the car and we'll chase it down like a bloodhound. Okay, well, I'll do it easily. With no stress. Slow. It ain't raining tonight. I'm not stressed out. Nothing on his Twitter. Okay, I heard there's a Dracula scorpion.
What a fucking loser. What a fucking loser. Look, tell me you ain't jealous without telling me. Oh, he's definitely fucking jealous of JR. JLR, oh my God. Girl, listen here. He been jealous.
They said something about my shocking title. Shocking. I put shocking in everything. It's just to get people to watch, to spread awareness, right? So everything has to be, catchy. YouTube is one of those catchy title things, cool thumbnail, catchy title. And I guess they didn't go, oh, well, this guy's out here spreading awareness to millions of people. Why didn't they do that? Why didn't they say, hey, this guy's telling millions of people about Nancy Guthrie? They didn't say that. They said, this guy's out here getting in a dispute about a parking spot with a neighbor. And the neighbor was a big-ass Karen, okay? So they're like, they made it out to be like I'm fighting with the neighbors out here. And it was one Karen, and oh, what it said, I said, on the video they showed on TV, it was like, the only action out here today was a neighbor calling the police on me. And then they're like, he got in a dispute with the neighbor over a parking spot. Hey.
Yeah, Dolly's being drugged for fucking filth. He's being drugged for fucking filth for sitting out there and doing dumbass shit, fighting with the neighbors and shit, because that's what he does. Every single place he goes, he gets into it with the neighbors. Quentin Simons, he got into it with the neighbor guy. Told the neighbor guy to go fuck off. The guy was like 85 years old, bro. What the fuck, dude? You're an asshole. And then the lady was like, hey, can you move your car? He's like, no, not unless they tell me to move my car. So you got into it, and then they definitely. Hold on, Bullhorn is creeping all over JLR Investigates Lives, watching the girls, watching JLR. BHB wants that again. Maybe another visit to the look. What's
They're
happening
like
over
beating
here?
up
What you
social
talking about?
media, right?
Hold on.
I forgot to tell you. I went back and looked. Remember that kid that Megyn Kelly like lit up for dogging social media and saying, "Oh my God, the stuff that they're hearing has no factual." They're like beating up social media, right? So, anyways, I went back and looked, and I know why. That cute little guy that was running his mouth about JLR or social media being out there, not the Inside Edition hit piece, a different one, right? I went back and I watched it and listen to this. So that guy, there was a blonde girl that walked up. She would not take her eyes off JLR. This kid went up to this blonde. You can see it all in JLR's video. And this.
Damn, Betty is all up in JLR's videos. Why do you care, Betster? Why do you give a fuck?
This was before he made those comments. And so there was this blonde girl, and you could see he kept coming up there to try to talk to her and her friend as they were there by the flowers. And you could see her kept looking over at JLR. She kept eyeballing, or at least in that direction. I don't know if it was JLR specifically, but she was basically blowing off this reporter, the same reporter that went out there and attacked JLR. And so it dawned on me. He even got out with his camera and started like right in front of this girl to try to look cool and talking about, da 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 da. You could see all of this in JLR's video. I believe that this is what set it off, because I went back to try to find out who that guy was, and so I went back to some of the videos and looked in the background for that guy to see what the whole issue is and stuff like that. And I could see multiple times him giving the stink eye to JLR, because JLR was like camped out right next to him, but it was this blonde girl. I think this guy kind of had this hots for this blonde girl. Well, this blonde girl was blowing this guy off and staring in the direction of JLR, and again got his phone out and was trying to look cool, like he's producing a video about this thing right in front of her. And then she just walks off, and he kind of just drops the phone and looks. And
Betster, why are you all up in his motherfucking Kool-Aid, baby? Stay out his business. That's what you need to do. You need to just stay right on out his business, okay? Mind it. Mind your business. This is 10 hours ago.
Better not be nothing on my neck. Hope it ain't a scorpion. All right, let me cut that light on. Got me looking around. Anything on me? Something creep right up. I wouldn't even see it coming. Could be a wild javelina just run, jump, and bite me in the neck. So we got 800 of you in the room. Of course, like.
Yeah, JLR, listen, Inside Edition was fucking pissed. Chris Cuomo decided he was going to jump into it. And then, Plunder made a new video. Look, Plunder just dropped this. She must have just found out. Look, here she goes.
All right, guys. Yeah, this is not my normal location.
All right,
Thank God the sun is out. I am supposed to go into my doctor's appointment right now, but I just watched this 911 call that has been released in the case of Caleb Flynn. Caleb Flynn, he was arrested last night, basically brought into custody in Tip City, Ohio. It was Thursday, February 19th, when he was arrested. He has 5 felony counts. He's accused of killing his 37-year-old wife, Ashley Flynn. She would have been 38 on Tuesday. Her memorial is Sunday. Let me let you listen to this crazy 911 call first. It's so crazy. Caleb is using this fake voice. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. That the 911 operator thinks he's a woman, keeps calling him ma'am.
See, I knew Plunder was going to drop. This case is going to be fucking hot, Jack. He lied his ass off. He's part of American Idol. And she just said he sounded like a woman. She kept saying, ma'am. He had that fake voice on and shit and was doing that fake crying. That Caleb Flynn, Ashley Flynn's husband, the one we were just talking about. Yeah, see, I knew this. I knew something was going on with this case. I could just tell.
And for that, I've only heard it once so far. And the operator doesn't even hear Caleb claim, oh, someone broke in, shot my wife twice in the head. He didn't even hear that part. This case is so disturbing, guys. It literally makes me want to sob. I've been watching worship music, the worship songs Caleb sings, because he had a great voice. He has an amazing voice singing all these Christian godly worship songs. This is a case again out of Ohio. I'm going to let you listen to the whole thing. We will talk about it. When we come back, there's some rumors, disturbing rumors going around. Listen to the entire call first, and then let's talk about what we've heard.
Yeah, we've already heard this. We already played that call, so we don't need to listen to it again. But yeah, this case, I can tell you right now, the way the information's flooding out and we're on day 5, there's a lot of information I feel like that's going to come forward, especially regarding this other female. Because Ashley Flynn lost her life tragically, essentially because, in my opinion, her husband was up to no good. We'll just say that. I mean, but to shoot her in the head twice and then make that call, that frantic call in a weird ass voice like he did. Anybody listening to that could tell that something wasn't right. Me and Rowena both caught it as soon as we heard it. As soon as we listened to it, we heard it. We could just tell there wasn't something wasn't right. I know y'all could tell too when y'all listen to it with us. There's something going on with that. Oh yeah, there's a lot of moving parts, and I'll tell you what, it's going to get deeper too. I know that much because like I said, we're on day 5, so there's a lot of information that has not came out yet. There's a lot of information that, like I said, people don't know anything about it, So right here is the report. Let me see. I'm going to send this to myself real quick, and we're going to go over this. This is the actual report. The incident report from that night. As far as I know, it has not been put out yet. So yeah, it's very disturbing. Very, very disturbing case. That's for sure. We could almost tell he was up to no good right from the fucking jump. But let's open this and read this together, because this right here So this right here says, Let me try to zoom in on this real quick. So on Monday, February 16th at approximately 0240 hours, I was contacted by Captain Smith regarding a homicide scene Sergeant Rhys Miller was at. At this time, I contacted Sergeant Rhys Miller the night after the night shift after Sergeant Rhys Miller informed me officers were dispatched to 9 in the city of Tip City, Miami County, Ohio, regarding a burglary in progress. Let's see here. Sorry, my little this writing was small. I have to zoom in on it. Sergeant Rhys Miller stated that the reporting party informed dispatch that someone had broken into their home. Sergeant Rhys Miller advised that reporting party, identified as Caleb Flynn, told dispatch he did not know if the suspect was still in the residence. Caleb also reported to dispatch that the garage door was open and that his wife was shot in the head and was not responding. Sergeant Rhys Miller informed me once he arrived on scene, he cleared the residence and located the female identified as Ashley Flynn, laying in bed with a gunshot wound to the head. Sergeant Rhys Miller advised to have one medic enter the home to aid the victim and not contaminate the crime scene. Sergeant Rhys Miller informed me as he entered the home, he observed the side door to the garage still open. Rhys Miller then went to the master bedroom on the northeast side of the home and informed me he observed a female later identified as Ashley Flynn in her bed, and it appeared that she had been shot in the head. Sergeant Rhys Miller informed me he believed this was a homicide due to the observation of 2 gun shell casings on the floor in the bedroom near the foot of the bed. After responding to the scene, I spoke with the reporting party, Caleb Flynn, to see if we had permission to enter his home to observe the crime scene. Caleb signed a consent form to allow myself and other Tip City Police Department employees to enter the home. At this time, Klein and myself entered the home and did a walkthrough of the master bedroom, where I observed 2 gun shell casings near the foot of the bed. We also observed the female later identified as Ashley Flynn laying in the bed with what appeared to be a gunshot wound to the head. As we exited this master bedroom, we walked into the garage where we observed a side door to the garage on the north side of the home that was open. We were looking at the door when we noticed the door had a large fridge in front of it, and that would have had to have been pushed to open the door. While in the garage, we observed 2 vehicles, a 2024 Ford truck, Ohio license plates, blank, blank, and 2016 Chrysler, Ohio license plates of. After walking through this area, I was informed by Officer Linkus he observed the center console of the 2024 Ford truck was open and he was clearing the house, and that is the location that Caleb told him his handgun was at. I also discovered that the 2 children in the home had not woke up and was still in their bedroom throughout the incident. After Detective Klein and I walked the scene, I contacted BCI to request an evidence processing team for the scene. At this time, I met with Caleb and made arrangements with blank mother blank to remove the juvenile children blank and blank from the home. Miami County victim witness was at the scene during the time of this and of the children being removed from the home. After the children were removed from the home, I spoke with Caleb to see if he was willing to come to the Tip City Police Department to speak with me voluntarily, and he informed me that he would. At this time, I transported Caleb to the Tip City Police Department to speak with me at approximately 0428 hours. I will continue the documentation of the case on my next workday on Friday, February 28th, 2026. This case is pending at this time. So, the refrigerator was in front of the door would have had to been pushed over and moved, and the handgun that he had where he kept it in his truck in the center console was open. So yeah, it looked very odd that the garage door was left open and it had to actually be pushed open to get the refrigerator moved out of the way, and the gun where he kept it in the center console was used. And they just came in and just shot her only. No, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. So all I can say is I'm glad that they have done their, they've done a good job, and they've arrested her husband. So I think it's really shitty that those kids lost their mother. Honestly, I really think that's really the shittiest part about this, is that those two little girls now have to grow up without their parents. Oh, did you? Okay, I'll go look. I didn't see it, baby. Here, I'll go look right now. Let's go check this out. Yeah, I seen it, baby. That's what I just read. That's what I was just reading. It's crazy, isn't it? Crime Java, that's what I was just reading on the screen, baby. Yeah, it's crazy, ain't it? Shit's wild to me. Anyhow, we are going to end this one and head over to the Hive Sidebar. So I will meet y'all over there, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. We'll go hang out over there for a little bit and chit-chat and gossip and hang out. I don't want to keep interrupting this because this is an important case and there's a lot going on. So I don't want to keep interrupting it with other stuff. You know what I mean? I don't want to mix them up, which I've already done this anyways. So I'm going to have to kind of probably edit this out or edit part of this out. I don't know. Yeah, because it does. Ultimately, it does affect the kids. Or you know what? I'll put this on members only, and then we'll start a new one when we talk about Ashley, because she deserves to have a live stream done on just her. You know what I mean? Her husband is a piece of shit for this. And if this, if he did do this and this, I keep saying if, because he has not, you know what I mean? He's been arrested but not convicted, so I don't want to, put it on him for sure. But, you can kind of tell that's what happened, so. So anyhow, I will see you guys over there. I will catch y'all on the flip side. You guys, the Hive Sidebar link should be posted. We have it in here, or it's on the in the description. So I'm gonna go set this up, because I gotta set up Kick and Rumble and stuff like that too. Or you know what? Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. I'll meet y'all in Discord. I will definitely put up a community tab when I decide if we're gonna go there or Kick or Rumble. Not sure yet. It's Friday. Fri-yay. We got all day. Catch y'all on the flip side. QB.